내가 너를 알게 되고 몇 번의 시시콜콜한 얘기를 하고.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and today I am giving you a video where I am just painting a whole spread in my sketchbook worth of hands. And today I'm using my Winsor & Newton gouache set. Again, the links for everything I use in my videos are always in the description. Since I'm doing some studies today in this video, I thought it'd be a pretty good opportunity to talk to you guys a bit about finding inspiration, because it was kind of what was happening to me while I was filming this video, and a lot of you guys asked me about this in a lot of my videos, so I thought I'd have a little chat with you guys about it. So yeah, inspiration. It's a thing that some of us sometimes lack, and it's really frustrating. I can speak for myself, but I'm sure I can speak for many of us that it's really frustrating when you just want to make something and nothing's coming out. Sometimes that can just be by being tired. I normally recommend, I sometimes have a nap and then I wake up and I'm a bit more inspired, but even if that still doesn't do the trick, and you have some time to spare, going for a walk or going to a coffee shop or just somewhere outside usually just sparks ideas in my head a lot. It's something so simple, but taking stuff from real life, from the outside world, is really, really helpful. If you're stuck inside the same four walls trying to come up with something new, it's not going to happen really, because you're not really experiencing anything different or anything new. So I think that's one of the main things that you can do, is definitely get out there and try and find something. And sometimes you don't even have to try that hard. Sometimes things just find you, really. But yeah, I mean, when that doesn't work, what I usually do, which is what you could probably call the lazy method, is to go on Pinterest. I am absolutely obsessed with Pinterest, for those of you who don't know. I have a gazillion boards on Pinterest, one for pretty much everything that I like to draw. I've got different boards for different themes, different I don't even know how to explain it at this point. I've got a board for like faces, when I just want to have some pictures of some faces for reference. I got boards for hands and feet. I have boards for landscapes, aesthetic stuff, color palettes. It's a mess. If you guys want to follow me on Pinterest and see my boards, I literally gain nothing from it, but you guys always ask me on Instagram and on the comments here about my Pinterest. So I'm going to leave it in the description below. It's under my name, and yeah, you guys can follow my boards and kind of see what I use for inspiration, and most times reference pictures, which is another thing that sometimes just kind of sparks a random inspiration thing in you. It's reference pictures. When I'm just looking at like my feed on Pinterest for reference pictures, sometimes I'll see like a specific picture of like a pose or a specific color palette that'll just like spark something in me that I'll just be like, oh my god, this just reminds me of this, and I want to do something that kind of looks like this. Just going through a feed, like you can do this on Instagram as well if you don't have Pinterest, or if you just go on Tumblr, pretty much just anything where there's a huge long feed of things that are selected based on your preferences. It'll spark something for sure, because yeah, nowadays all the apps have these algorithms that just show you stuff based on things that you've already searched for and liked. So something will show up that you like, and hopefully it'll spark an interest in you. But yeah, Pinterest for me is my go-to. I sometimes go on there like just without any intention of finding anything. I just love looking at things on Pinterest. It always makes me feel really, I don't know, inspired is the word, but it's not exactly the emotion I'm looking for. It just makes me feel very comfortable knowing that I've got so many ideas and so much scope to do stuff. I don't know if that makes any sense. Let me know in the comments if this makes sense too, but just knowing that there's like a never-ending barrier of stuff that I can create just makes me very comfortable and just makes me feel very at ease, really. I don't know, maybe it's because art is probably the only thing that I know is a constant in my life, so just knowing that it's down to me and it will never really go away, it's pretty good. It makes me feel really nice. And Pinterest always reminds me of that. I follow a lot of artists and that I follow on YouTube and Instagram. I follow their boards, and yeah, it's just a great place to see what your role models and the people that inspire you feel inspired by. Does that make any sense? Was that good English? I don't even know. But yeah, I love Pinterest. It's great. Also, I try not to go into the whole copying stuff off Pinterest because, again, it's a very big topic about copying art and other people's art. So always be careful if you're trying to copy something for reference or anything. Do make sure it's not someone else's artwork and then post it as your own, because it's pretty crap when that happens for everyone involved, really. I do follow a lot of photographers and stuff, and it's really cool because it just provides a lot of reference for me, and reference pictures are a huge, important part of my studies, especially when I'm doing these kinds of things like hand and stuff. They're very important, and they just help you grow as an artist, knowing stuff and how it looks. So yeah, that always helps. Another thing that always sparks an interest in me and inspiration is life drawing. And I've spoken about life drawing a lot on this channel in various videos, but I go to a weekly life drawing class that I personally love. I do it as a practice, so because I do animation, it's really important to know your human proportions and basically know the human body. So yeah, I go with my flatmates all the time, and we go once a week to this life drawing class. And if you Google something near where you live, you will most probably find some sort of life drawing class thing that happens. If you can't though, there's something just as easy as that, which is going out to a coffee shop and drawing people. And yeah, it's a bit trickier because people are moving, but then again, that's just more scope for inspiration, because you're taking real inspiration from real life, and that always brings up inspiration in people. It does in me, at least. So yeah, life drawing is really important. Again, it kind of goes back to the first point I made, which is just getting inspired by the real world and the outside. I know as people, sometimes as artists, we're very reluctant on leaving our comfortable space, our like studio or desk or whatever. But honestly, it's the best thing you can do, is just going outside. I think this is pretty much all I had to say on the topic, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching this process video of me painting these hands. Again, I use my Winsor & Newton gouache set that I again put in my little pill box divider thing that I explained in the last video. Let me know if you guys enjoyed the voiceover as well. I always like talking to you guys about specific themes of stuff you've asked me about. So yeah, if you've got any suggestions for anything you want me to have a chat about, leave it in the comments section. I'll be sure to jot it down and talk about it. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye!